Welcome back to some more JSL replays from around the JSL universe. This is going to be a two-game series, the Platinum Division. And throw it back up. Spawning into the bottom right-hand corner. Representing Psi X or Psi XA, depending on which branch you got thrown into. I understand that is a very big team. It is the purple Zerg pieces of keys. Now, I don't remember if we casted this one yet or not. Keys is a familiar name. The top left-hand corner, the Terran pieces of Heal Terran player. It is Inferno. And man, I usually stream like during the time you stream as well, so I was gonna probably do like some crazy Thor-based games. It's just like it is Thursday, so say Thor day. If you want me to join in, just toss me and like let me know, and I'll be more than welcome to, or more than glad to. Here we go, guys. It's going to be a TVZ here, and it's going to be a two-game series. Now, I have not watched this series yet, so I have no idea which way this game will go. Yeah, I usually stream about 5 p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I start a little late, depends on what time I get home from work. "15 games lined up. That's a lot of games, man. At least it's not like series games where it's like you know, like 2 or 3 games at a time. And that's a killer, right? Especially when you're solo casting a series. Oh man, after you have to do like 4 in a row, it's rough. It's rough. But I think Twitch actually restarted my stream timer, so or stream on their end. That's probably why the stream died. I know they've been doing some weird issues. I'd be glad to join you though. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna turn down that offer at all. Anyway, we're gonna poke in here as we do come back to the 1v1 under the sea. You get to watch it with me. And listen to my magical voice cast this game. We do have Inferno looking like he wants to go into that Hellion play. There we go. Reactor being added on. SCV gonna come on back home. Reaper and a Marine are gonna hang out just in case any kind of Lings decide to make the run by here. Oh yeah, Key's getting to work on them rocks. Giving them Zerglings a workout. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to see those rocks actually die off. But other than that, it's 1v1 under the sea on the Abyssal Reef. And you know, we're just gonna have to like wait it out, guys. Speed is on the way for Keys, and no third base. Third base, right on time. 3 minutes. Remember that. 3 minutes base. TVZ. But we left for about 30 seconds, and they're still going at it. It'll be a while. Meanwhile, Obi the Overlord getting chased away by Billy the Marine. And Billy will not succeed at killing that off. You know what? There is one friend we always gotta see on this map. Where's he at? There he is. There's our buddy. That dolphin shark. Well, whale, dolphin shark. He has 3 blowholes, man. Look at that. That's one mutated alien shark. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think it's a shark or like a dolphin cross shark? I mean, things are still at it. Hey, this time they have now evolved to speedlings. So there's a level up there. Speed has finished up and still working on them rocks. Let's say about another minute, 2 minutes tops. I mean, look at the queen. The queen's just like sitting here like, yes, mind them rocks. Mind them. Make sure they disappear for me. He's actually gonna get in here and just tuck in, make sure nothing can slip in. And still continue to watch like that Big Mama Queen. This pleases me to watch you kill these rocks. Meanwhile, this Overlord in the main base over here is sacrificing life to get that valuable information for that same queen. And we're back. Day 256 on the mining of the rocks. Big Mama Queen still refuses to help. Their base is up, and also this queen kind of hanging out, you know, not doing much of anything. Hey, get to work. At least do an inject. At least do something. Maybe she wants to go poop out another tumor. It's a tumor. Oh, yeah, it's gonna make their way over. This is a Hellbat timing coming out here. Joe's armory is on the way. Should finish up very shortly. Gonna have to delay this a little bit. I mean, the awkward situation where you've allowed your opponent to drone up for so long that you might actually be able to slip in here and do some damage. There's no army. There's only queens. Oh, he's gonna get to work trying to fry them queens. There's 2 lings, now 5 lings. Gonna get to work chasing away this army. But queens, man, good unit. Possibly too good. Conspiracy? Hey, look at this. Day 263. Rock's still not mined. Queen walked away. Rock's still not mined. Project left incomplete. Zerg refuses to mine rocks. They seem to want the blue ones, not the gray ones. Anyway, we're just going to keep going back. We do have Hydra Dustin on the way, so Hydra Ling Bling is going to be that composition of choice here for Keys. Now, Keys' position definitely showing a little bit more favorable as he's going to check up to get that 4th base. The Hellbats are back. This time going to get surrounded by a bunch of Lings. The Medevacs are healing up, trying to focus down that Medevac, or the Queens. Queens getting chased away. The Lings on the way out here, going to have to come on over and knock them down as well and finish them up. Does save one. Oh, no, maybe not. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, Medevacs, you were late. Thanks for rotating over here to the opponent's base. 10 minutes late. Well, 7 minutes. I'll give it 2 minutes. We'll give it 2 minutes because you don't know when they popped out. Hydra's range and speed on the way. So funny story about that, guys. I lost to a Zerg. I went Sky Terror versus a Zerg on Catalyst, and I was like, you know, I had 3/3 air. I mean, I was doing so much damage with just Banshees alone and so forth. And what happens? One parasitic bomb and like a host, like there's a handful of 1/1 Hydras killed off my air army. I don't know how. I don't know what I did wrong. I cleaned that army up as fast as I could. It's doing damage everywhere with the Banshees, you know, it's just, and it still won. I don't understand. I was tucking up into the battle cruisers, you know, I was going into that late game, and they still managed to come along and just parasitic bomb, and boom, boom, bye-bye. But against the 3/3 army, you would think you'd just be able to walk in there and just smack a 1/1 Zerg army across the map, right? Nope. Nope. Just goes to show upgrades aren't always everything. No Baneling speed out yet. We do have Overlord speed on the way, however. Meanwhile, for our Terran friend Teal, he looks like he wants to move out across the map with some Banelings and some tanks. This is actually a very scary army. You know, you get a very good position, and Zerg army supply will generally disappear. Here we go. Oh, about to say, we might have some rocks dying. There we go. Rocks are finally going to fall. Day 355. Project moved to new location. Rocks have finally been killed. Zerg shows tendencies of liking to kill gray rocks. Oh wait! On the other side of the map, we get more rocks being killed. Minerals. Not found. Move to new mining location. Finds base. Terran will now kill base. But meanwhile, Zerg will also kill base. And it looks like we're going to have a base trade. The tanks are going to siege up behind this wall. The wall is closed. They're just going to Bane bust their front and roll right in here. Going to get cleaned up entirely, but now the door is open. For the rest of these Lings, for the rest of these Banelings to just march on in here, but he's going to have to come back home and defend this. I mean, this push from Terran is starting to find drones, starting to find base, starting to gain some ground. He is going to come back home and defend this, so Lings are going to start trickling in from behind. Not really get too much done. I mean, again, this is where attack pathing gets really awkward. Because your army wants to come in one way, and then the rest of your army just decides to go the other. So you might wind up getting caught in a bad situation, just like this on the choke point. A lot of your Hydras trying to force their way up, and it looks like Inferno is going to close this game out here and now. And be able to take a 1-0 lead in this series as he's in a very good position here to just keep dealing damage. Wow, says Keys. GG, well played. And the mistake made was to come back home and try and defend. That was the mistake. And with that, guys, we are going to go to a game number 2. Now, we'll see exactly whether or not the series decides to go to a game 3. I believe it's a 2-game series, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to Black Pink. Or Neon Violet, actually. Okay, so we haven't seen this map played that much in JSL yet. Spawning into the top left-hand corner, representing Psy-X, Psy-Storm community, Psy-Like Aftermath, pardon me, sorry guys. And it's the purple Zerg pieces of keys. And in the bottom right-hand corner, his opponent currently up 1-0 off winning a base race, which his opponent should just stay committed to that base race, and probably could have actually done a lot more damage to force a very awkward game. It is Inferno. The teal Terran pieces. Now, I haven't had the pleasure of casting this map yet. It is a very interesting map to, just kind of look around. And just take a look at and see what's out there. Neon Violet Square is built around the city. If you just look at some of the detailing they put in the map, like all these tunnels and so forth, like walkways, I guess is what these are. I'm not sure if you want to call this like a factory or anything like that. But in the middle we have what I like to call the pachinko machines. Watching units run through here, you have to go zigzag your way through these. These are blockers. So you have to go all the way around, especially if you're Terran units or your massive units. You can't fit through here. The way is shut, and you may not enter. Now, there's also an expansion in the back of each base. It's not a full base. It's 4 nodes and gas. So you do have full gas geysers, but you only have 4 bases. I do believe the worker count here is 8 workers. So it's very widely ignored base, but it is a base that you could take in kind of like a pinch and mine from. There are gold bases, and they're in positions that are actually very difficult to defend. And you just have to expand all the way out and around before you take this expansion to the low ground. So it's a very awkward map to expand on. But it's a map that, is very fresh and it feels different, so to speak. Now, when this map was out in the beta test, the ladder test, so to speak, there were vents. This expansion wasn't here. And there were ventilation shafts added through here that you could easily just hide a proxy behind. And if you look at the distance, a proxy Stargate on this map would, before O actually hit, if it wasn't for this change, it would have been huge. What was it, sub 330 have an Oracle on their base? Try I don't know, 3 minutes at that point. Anyway, the Overlord of Keys is going to get in here and poke around to see exactly what is going on. Billy the Marine going to get in here and start trying to get rid of Ovi the Overlord. He might succeed this time, as there's not much room back here for an Overlord to really tuck away and hide. Gonna be close. Gonna be close. It lives for a couple seconds at least. Gonna get back here and hide behind this building. It's always the worst feeling ever, losing your first Overlord when you're playing Zerg. All you wanted was that scouting information. Speaking of scouting information, we do have Hellions being added on once again. Starport. Looks like he's going to go into some Banshee play behind us. Maybe go ahead and start taking into Stem. We're on the other side of the map, a Roach Warren. So already seeing the change up here. And a faster lair. Now, faster lair means he wants his hydrogen. He does have a third base, so Keys is going after that third base. Gonna get up here and apply some pressure. There are some Hellions, a Reaper, and a Marine to shoot us away, so it shouldn't get too much done. He gets a Reaper. I guess that's something, you get the Reaper. At least you get the kill there, right? Obi the Overlord trying to float away here. It's gonna slip out. Gonna get that last minute little bit of scouting there. See if there's no hidden information there he needs to be catching on to. And again, we just kind of reached a macro game, guys. Like, macro games are always, like, very slow to cast. I mean, you can speed them up, but I don't like speeding up games because when you reach a lull, it's a good time to just, like, talk about the matchup. Like, TVZ is a matchup that honestly hasn't changed much. It's very, just very standard play on what goes on. Junked up Hellions moving out. Mirrorhan Hellions, I think they are. They look like the, whatchamacallit, the Octane car from Rocket League. And if we go through the Pachinko machines and up the ramp. So these Hellions going to push out across the map. The armory is almost done, so he's going to poke in here, try and find some damage. Good read on keys to rally these drones away, actually, from this third base. The Queen is going to pop out here, and is also going to try to make her way out of here, probably. Also, I forgot to mention, these rocks here make for a very awkward situation when you're trying to fight into. Like, there's a very narrow choke here. Aliens are going to posture up outside this base. We got the Alarak voice pack going on there. Meanwhile, on the other side, Keys is going to say, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Go. Gonna get over here and... No, hey, wait, there's no third base. Oh. That also means there's no army back here to defend for Inferno. Like, he's gonna march in here into this third base of Keys. He'll be able to get a queen. See, this is where you take your lings and go for it. You go in with the lings here. There's only 3 Marines out to defend, and you're gonna back off to defend a Hellion push. You already have roaches. There's no reason for you to back up. You just commit with these lings, force your Terran player to make mistakes on the other side of the map and overreact, and watch as you just start to pick up kills. You know, like pick up SCV kills and economic damage. A 2-base Terran, that's the worst thing ever to happen to a 2-base Terran, is you start losing SCVs. 6 minutes into the game, you don't want to be rebuilding SCVs. I say rebuilding, not building SCVs, rebuilding. You want to be getting up to that 50-60 worker range. You're going to get on top of this tank. Tank lives. Tank doesn't live. A little bit late on that repair. That caster curse coming out. Pretty nice snipe there on that tank for a few Marine or Lings. However, there's already a tank to replace it. The Terran War Machine will continue to produce tanks. And tanks for playing. This the tank as he blows up. SCVs are pulled off the line here to defend this roach push. And he will end up cleaning up all this, but at the cost of 1 SCV. I don't even think he lost an SCV in that. That's why I don't like it when people don't play with the Game Heart model for games that we're going to be casting later, because it's hard to tell exactly what goes on. The Overlord going to get taken out here. And I think Keys is probably a little bit shaken up after that last game. You know, the pressure that came out, he's on 3 base, but I feel the pressure he's trying to apply right now isn't what he needs to be doing. I get that you want to get in here and start doing damage to your opponent, but your opponent is also doing the same thing you are, or trying to do. Macro up. Obi looks more like a Frederick. Alright, they will forever be known as Fredericks. Freddy the Overlord. See, now, as I was saying, if your opponent is a Terran, and you're a Zerg, your opponent, the Terran, wants to macro up, you as the Zerg, macro up. You get more. You see he's going tanks, you go Broodlords. You get to your tier 3 tech faster. You see a lot of Marines? Get some Ultras. It's not that hard to figure out in ZVT. Continuing to try and break into the opponent's base, to try and do like a killing blow, in the end is what's going to cost the Zerg the game. You may be able to remax, but you threw away your army. You threw away your army with no follow-up, so to speak. If you're going to march in here, this third base is under siege. Just focus the base. Jeez, just focus the base, man! Don't try to fight the army, just focus the base and get out. That's all you need. There you go. Now take your army and walk away. And Terran will not chase. See, just like that. You're even going to get some more SCVs. Look at that bonus damage. Look at that bonus damage. Bonus points. Give the Zerg bonus points. Now this is where Inferno is in very going to start to feel it a little bit. You know, he's on 2 base, but a 2 base turret is still very much a dangerous turret, especially when your main not fully mined out, your natural not fully mined out. We're gonna push forward into this concave, and you do have +1 tank weaponry or ground like mech weapons, combat shield, and step. He is just gonna have to keep backing off here. Get more army. That's what you need now. You need army keys. That is it. Hydra's being added on. Always a good addition. High DPS Hydralisks. Where is his Hydra Den? This is Hydra Den. So does third. He does have a roach speed. He doesn't have the Hydra upgrade, and his army's actually out of place here. Inferno is just going to march in here and throw up this Liberator. It's going to be able to start to choke out a lot of this army very easily and zone it out. Tanks are also sieged up and the fight is on. And here we go. The Curse of Bio is going to completely whiff. The Roach is trying to get on top of this Bio, trying to get on top of this tank. So he will clean up this army. But, oh, he won't. Wow. Again, I eat a lot of words, guys. Like, the Caster Curse is just there. Like, this army of Inferno, I think, okay. So a little bit too much command moving there is what gave Keys the, loss, is what put him in a losing situation. You already have another base up as Zerg, or you should at that point in time, so there's no reason to really go and try and take that fight. Again, you just want to max out at this point in the game. That's going to be it. Inferno taking a 2-0 win there. I'll be back with it probably, we've got about 4 more groups to go through. We'll catch you guys in the next replay here.